God bless you. This is Reverend Corey Drakes from the Destiny Church, and I pray this finds you in a place of abundance and in lack for nothing. So I'm currently reading the book by Pastor Stephen Furtick entitled Unqualified. And the book talks about how God can take broken people to do extraordinary things. And just the title of the book alone resonated with me because I cannot tell you how many times I felt unqualified to do and to be what God has called me to do and called me to be. But one of the very profound things that is said in the book is that God cannot use who you pretend to be. And once again, that hit me like a ton of bricks because I've also pretended to be someone or something that I'm not. Sometimes it's for professional reasons, sometimes in relationships, sometimes it's just because we look in the mirror and we don't like the person that's staring back at us. And so it's easier to pretend to be someone else than to accept who we really are. And so it brings to mind, to me at least, the costumes that we wore during Halloween back in my day, back in the 70s, some 30, 40 years ago. And now listen, the costumes of today are so much more elaborate than the ones that we had because our costumes came with these masks of the person that we pretend to be. And these things were made of thick plastic that were almost impossible to breathe through. And if you wore glasses, then you were just out of the game for being that particular character. But we delighted in pretending to be Superman or the Hulk or Wonder Woman, and we went to the neighborhood pretending we could fly and we could smash things. We were blocking the bullets with the fake cuffs that came with the costume. But we were happy because we thought we had those powers, even though in reality we did not. And the reason why is because those characters were just fictional. And number two, we were pretending to be someone who we really were not. But in that brief moment, we thought we were those people. And when we took those costumes off, we were slightly disappointed because we thought that we lost some power, some personality that we really never were in the first place. Hey, listen, sometimes I know when we look at ourselves, sometimes we consider the past of the things that we used to be. And sometimes we look at who we currently are and we feel like that we're not good enough. And then so we pretend to be someone or something else. But the Bible tells us in Psalms 139:14 that I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And so that reassures and reaffirms that who God created us to be is not just good, but it's very good. And so it's okay to look at ourselves and be who God has called us to be. It's okay to say that, you know what, I am enough because this is how God created me to be. And so the problem comes when we try to be someone else. And so we should always continually try to grow and to evolve and to become a better version of ourselves, but not be someone else. And so can I just encourage you today to take the mask off? No, not the mask of protection that we're having to wear in this season, but the mask of pretending to be someone else. Because I just believe that when we're not being our true, authentic selves, it's like we're insulting God. We're telling God that, God, you got it wrong, that who you created me to be and how you created me to be is not enough. And so I choose to be someone else. But it's not until you come into the fullness of who God created you to be that you're going to see the blessings on your life and you're going to walk in the purpose that God has for your life. So I encourage you today to take the mask off. Be your true, authentic self because there is someone who is watching and waiting for the real you to show up because the real you has something that they stand in need of. Hey, listen, once again, I hope you've been blessed and encouraged on today. My prayer is that you will remain in faith, not fear, that God will continue to keep you and that you continue to hold to God's unchanging hand. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.